Hello everyone, this is Elric IT and welcome to this new video in which you will learn what is an Ether channel and how to configure it. Well, an Ether channel, also known as link aggregation or port channel, is a way of bundling two or more physical ports into a single logical one in order to provide higher speeds and higher availability, since as long as one of the ports that belong to an Ether channel stays up, the Ether channel will remain active, because what an Ether channel does is provide high availability by load balancing the traffic between all the belonging ports to that Ether channel, and as soon as one physical link goes down, the Ether channel will adjust dynamically the bandwidth of the whole logical port in order to have the traffic pass between the switches without any measurable delay. It is also used in more traditional networks, since a spanning tree uses to block all the redundant links in order to avoid latency loops. So what Ether channel does is make the switches think that there's only one port, so a spanning tree will not have choice but allowing that only port to pass the traffic. So as you can see on the screen, I have two multi-layer switches connected between each other by two ports. These ports are the fast Ethernet 0/1 and 2 interfaces of both switches. So there is three ways of configuring an Ether channel. One is the static mode, which is just setting up Ether channel and having the Ether channel work and balance the traffic between the available ports. The other two ways is by two protocols that handle all the control traffic between the switches in case one of the links go down or come back up, and keeps the ratio of how much bandwidth is each link capable of passing. So we have to choose one of the other. In this case, the two protocols are PACP and LACP. PACP is a Cisco proprietary protocol, which means you can only run it on Cisco devices, and the other is a multi-vendor protocol, which is LACP, that stands for Link Aggregation Control Protocol. Since I'm running on Cisco switches, I will be using the PACP protocol, though I could be using LACP. So we'll start by assigning the selected interfaces to a channel group. We have to bundle the physical interfaces into a channel group that we are going to select a number for it. Let's keep in mind that this number is locally significant, which means that it only matters on this switch and does not have to be the same on the other switch that you are going to configure the port channel with. So let's go to conft, select the range of ports that we want to bundle into an Ether channel, which is range fast 0/1 through 2, and then I'll be using, as I said, channel group. I'll be selecting the group 1 and then the mode, and I'm gonna be using the desirable and auto and desirable, which means that auto and desirable will respond to PACP protocol, and active and passive are the ones for LACP protocol. So let's keep in mind that we have to have the same configuration in both switches in the same interfaces that we are going to configure the port channel. In case that one of the interfaces of any of the switches has different configuration, the Ether channel will not form and it will be show as down. So we have to keep the same configuration on all the interfaces that are going to belong to the Ether channel. So right now let's add that for configuring an Ether channel, we always have to have one aggressive mode, which means one is always going to try to establish the Ether channel by sending probes or messages to form that relationship in the Ether channel. So we have to have at least one desirable mode, which means it will always be sending the message to establish the Ether channel. If we set both sides to be auto and auto, it will never form an Ether channel, because those two sides are like in a passive mode, where both of them are waiting for the other device to send the message to establish the Ether channel. So we have to configure at least one side as desirable and the other side can be as auto. So I'll configure the left side switch as desirable, and as you can see, the interfaces go down and then back up. I'll go to the right side switch and do the same. Interface range, capacitor 0, 1, 2, channel group 1, mode auto. So let's see that in the Cisco packet tracer we can see the links, the lights blinking, though, which means that the Ether channel is going to be formed. In this case we're seeing that the lights are blinking red. That shouldn't be, because we have already configured the Ether channel and it's properly configured, so it should be up with no problem. We see now that the color is amber. Let's run some commands in order to verify that the Ether channel has been properly formed or established. With the command show Ether channel summary, which will show us the available port channels and what physical links belong to them. So as we can see, we have the port channel 1, which says is in use, and it's layer 2 and U, which is in use. That means the port channel is working and is active. As you can see now, the links have already turned green, which means we have configured the Ether channel correctly and it's working. Let's see on the other side. Show Ether channel summary, and as long as we see SU, which means it's a layer 2 and it's in use, and a P in here, which means that it's in port channel, it will mean that the Ether channel, all the members in the Ether channel are working. In case you see that one of the link goes down, you would see like this. For example, interface capacitor 0/2 shutdown, show Ether channel summary. Then you would see that one of the ports is down, as you can see in here. So as long as you see all the ports with a P in here, it means that they are working and they are active. If you can see a D, you should probably check if it's the cable is disconnected or the port is damaged or something else. So this is how to configure an Ether channel using PAC-P as the protocol to handle the traffic control. So you can use LACP or just setting it to be as a static Ether channel. So I hope you liked the video. If so, please leave your thumbs up, and if you have any doubts, please comment them below, and see you next video.